Well, this weekend, folks around the Queen City are lacing up their tennis shoes. They're hitting the pavement for the Get Your Rear in Gear run for colorectal cancer. And right now, I'm joined by cancer survivors Susan Falco and Mary Karen Bierman. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
You are affectionately known as the Butt Ladies. But on a more serious note, tell us about this disease and when you guys found out you had it.
Sure. I was diagnosed in 2008. I was just 38 years old. I got the phone call from the doctor. As you can imagine, it was pretty shocking. And Mary Karen was just 39.
Mm-hmm. At the same time, and I was 5 months pregnant at the time when I found out I had colon cancer.
Were you just devastated at the news?
I was. It was our first child, and thought, oh my gosh, this can't be happening. But about 23 days later, had the surgery, and he was born 4 months later.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, when they think about this disease, they think that it's an old man's disease. That's not true. Can you kind of clarify that for us?
Absolutely.
Who gets it and the risk factors?
About 154,000 people diagnosed with colorectal cancer every year. 54,000 approximately, their lives are claimed by colorectal cancer. The good news is it is very preventable. Colorectal cancer can happen at any age. The standard for a colonoscopy is over the age of 50. They recommend you absolutely do that. And if you're African American, the age is 45. But if you do have symptoms, as we did, it's important to be your own best advocate and talk to your doctor. And if you're not getting the answers you feel should be find a new doctor.
Are there ways to kind of minimize your risk factors, though, besides things that you cannot control, like diet?
Absolutely,
and exercise?
A very healthy diet with all those nice crunchy vegetables, fiber, the folic acid is important there, and also getting out and exercising about 3 times a week, 20 minutes.
And speaking of exercising, I should say, you're starting a run. It's your first run for this event. Tell us how you got started doing it and who's helping you out.
Sure. After I was diagnosed, I had 2 surgeries, and 1 year after the phone call, I ran in the Get Your Rear in Gear Raleigh race. Before I crossed the finish line, I knew I was going to bring this event to Charlotte. And so as soon as I got home, I had lunch with Mary Karen. I knew of her diagnosis, asked her to join forces with me, and now we're just days away from the big event. And it's amazing to me because we have 974 registrations already and 50 teams. And we've worked very hard, but I think that it's very telling. I think that more people than we realize are affected by this disease, which is why we're seeing such a huge outpouring of support in the Charlotte area.
And you've gotten some support from some big players in town. Can you also tell us about that?
Sure. Presbyterian Cancer Center is our sponsoring sponsor, and they've really jumped on board and helped us out.
And some people think, oh my gosh, I cannot run for the life of me, but it's not just about the run. You can also walk if you don't like to do that. You just cross the finish line. That's what you guys want to do, and just raise awareness for this.
Absolutely. You can walk, you can run. 5K is 3 miles. Exactly.
I would crawl.
Or actually, it would be wonderful to just have folks out there somewhere on the race course cheering everyone on. We also have the David Michael Band that will be playing at the event, so expect a concert of sorts at the park. Hopefully we'll have some real nice weather. Bring your blankets and just have a good time.
And there is help out there. There's treatment, and so you got to get your screenings to stay on top of this.
Absolutely.
All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.